9:28, and time to make it make sense here on ARC Las Vegas because funding is on the line. This is all after Congress pushed through President Trump's $9 billion rescissions package. Now, the package aims to claw back some money already allocated for public broadcasting, public radio, public television. It's a major step toward winding down nearly 6 decades of federal funding for the corporation for public broadcasting. That includes our local Vegas PBS station. So joining me now here on ARC Las Vegas, the president and general manager of Vegas PBS, Mary Mazur. Mary, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate it. We saw Congress take action late last week, send it to the president's desk. I'm wondering your feelings now here on this Monday morning as you've had a chance to digest it all. What are the feelings?
Well, I think what is most important for everyone to keep in mind is that while our funding was cut, our mission was not. And we are going to continue in our mission to inform, to educate, to entertain, and to keep the people of Southern Nevada connected, whether it's online, on air, or in the community.
How do you do that without this major money that comes through?
We'll have to pivot and ensure that we're putting our resources toward the priorities of community engagement and telling the local stories, keeping the storytelling of Nevada up and running, and making sure that we're able to continue to go out to the people we care about most.
I know the message now is a call for help from the communities that you guys serve. That's across the country, but especially for Vegas PBS. If you would like to help, by the way, vegaspbs.org/protect. That's vegaspbs.org/protect, where you can contribute. This was obviously a push by President Donald Trump, and I want to bring up what he put out on Truth Social. He talked about the cuts, including atrocious NPR and public broadcasting, where billions of dollars a year were wasted. That's a direct quote that he put out on Truth Social. I kind of want to know your response here. What was being wasted? What's he referring to?
Honestly, we run a very tight ship. It's a lean operation. When I look at how responsible we are with our donors' money, and I can't align waste with any of the operation that we're running. So I can't project what he saw as waste. I know that our content is expensive to produce, and what we get from the producers is certainly, I think, valuable.
I kind of want to know what the maybe just why is this a big deal? I mean, because you must have Southern Nevadans who have never watched Vegas PBS in their entire life. So we ask, why should they care? Why should this be a big deal for them?
It's a big deal because in that public-private relationship that we have with the viewers, even if you aren't an active consumer of our content, what we are doing is providing content to underserved communities. Our broadcast covers 86% of the state. It's the largest broadcast reach in the entire state. We're out to rural communities that don't have options with cable or satellite, or sometimes not even available with internet.
Or even our local stations here
right.
in Las Vegas,
right.
For sure. So I just want to know what the message is now, because you are obviously, and please correct me if I'm wrong, you're under the umbrella of the National PBS organization. You are getting some programming for them. What's their message been about how you survive, how the local stations survive with these latest cuts?
Yeah, they're still evaluating. The cuts are going to be inconsistent across the membership organization. It's 300 plus stations that pay dues to PBS for that programming. So they're looking at ways they can support the stations. And right now, each station is evaluating what the cut means to them. And as I said, we're going to pivot and continue to support our education, our information, and our, hopefully, entertainment.
I know you guys still rely on that public-private partnership, still getting donations from local donors. You see that website right there at the bottom of your screen, vegaspbs.org, where you can make that donation, vegaspbs.org/protect. You said in a statement as this was all happening, saying in part, quote, "This important service will now face a difficult road in the coming years." What does that road look like to you?
Well, working on finding alternative sources of revenue and impacting our partnerships, hoping that we can extend partnerships. And even before this, we were developing other sources of revenue and new businesses, so we're certainly accelerating that.
What can people do other than donate, other than watch?
Other than watch, other than donate. Continue to thank our elected officials. This is, it's going to be a long summer. The budget doesn't close for the federal government until October.
Okay.
Hopefully there's a chance to revisit some of the funding and get the word out.
Why do you think these attacks happen? Why do you think these attacks on your funding happen?
I can't project why someone does what
I mean,
they
you
do.
heard the president say it was waste, years and years of waste. But
Yep.
this is something that has been ongoing. I know the Congress has been trying to attack this for decades now. So why now?
We've been called to liberal by
Okay.
conservatives. We've been called to conservative by liberals. I like to think that in hearing those remarks from both sides of the aisle, we're doing our job and trying to be balanced and fair in our news. If you don't like our news, it's 8 hours of a 680-hour broadcast week. We have something for everyone. I don't know what to say to those accusations other than, I bet you're not watching.
Okay. I know the road ahead is hard. Keep up the great work. And of course, remember, if you want to help out in any way, you can connect on social media, Facebook, X, Instagram, right there, or you can make that donation and support vegaspbs.org/support. Mary, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. It's 9:35 here on ARC Las Vegas. We'll be right back after this.